So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids. I'm using the P. Louise base in the shade 101. Then I'm going to go in with my heavily used Anastasia Sultry palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Fresh. I'm just going to set the transition and crease area. If I don't do this, then my eyes will crease really badly in these areas. So I actually practiced this look yesterday, and I started with the lighter colors and then worked towards the deeper colors, but I'm going to try it opposite today. So I'm going to try doing the darker shadow first in my crease and then blend out with the lighter colors. So we'll see how that goes compared to yesterday. So I'm starting with the shade Dystopian, which is this dark brown right here. And I'm using a little firm blending brush. Looks like this. And I'm just going to start slowly blending that into my crease. The shade can get a little bit patchy, so I just want to start really slow with it. And don't go too overboard. And then try to use circular motions when you're blending this one out. And then we are going to bring this out a little bit into a slight wing, and you'll see why later. I'm going to lightly just blend the edges of this color when I have less product on my brush, just so I don't get any harsh lines. All right, next, I need to find a bigger blending brush. So I'm going to do the JS6. It's the Jeffree Star. Oh, let's see if you can see it. It's kind of like the M433 brush, pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to go in with this brush, and I'm going to take the shade Birch, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to blend that up towards my brow bone. I'm going to actually pack it on. You need to be careful with these cool tone shades because it can start to look muddy pretty quickly. So just be very careful and pack on the pigment rather than the swiping motions. And then just lightly blend those lines together. I'm going to go back in with the dark brown Dystopian and mix it with Birch. And I'm just going to really lightly try and blend the two together with the mixture of colors. And I'm like using the lightest pressure possible with this brush. It's looking a little bit better with the blend. I'm bringing Birch all the way up to my eyebrow here. The lightest shade that we're using and the warmest shade that we're using. So I want to make sure it shows as much as possible. Okay, so we're going to stop there and do the next step. I'm going to go in with the Jet Black Cream color from Anastasia. And then I'm going to use the Morphe X Jeffree Star brush in JS11. It's this right here. It's actually a shader brush. I'm going to take the black cream color and I'm going to pack that onto my lid. This part seems really scary, but it's very easy to blend out. And if you need to see how far you need to bring it up, especially if you have hooded eyes, do it with your eyes open and make a little bit of a mark on how high up you want it to go. You don't have to be super precise with this, so don't be afraid. And then now you can see how high up you want to go and just pack on a little bit more of that gel liner. Keep in mind though, we are going to blend out the edges of this, so you're still going to be blending a little bit of black right above this. And you're not going to want to do the other eye until you finish this eye. So I'm gonna take the smallest pencil brush that I have. It's this guy right here. And this is the Sigma E30 pencil brush. It's a pointed pencil brush. And I'm gonna take the shade Dystopian again and blend out the edges of the black. And then we can go back in with the small, firm blending brush, and again the shade Dystopian, and blend that a little bit more. And I'm going to start to blend out the wing as well. Sorry if I was out of focus there for a second, my camera was being weird. But again, we're packing on the glitter eyeshadow, MAC Fix Plus setting spray, and adding more of that to the lid. And again, look straight into the mirror to make sure you can see how high up you're bringing this glitter. You can keep packing it on for the intensity that you want, but this is looking pretty good to me right now. I'm gonna go back in with a very small pencil brush that I used earlier, and then the shade Noir in the Sultry palette, which is black. And I'm gonna use the tiniest amount to blend around the edges of this. And then back with Dystopian and that firm blending brush that we were using, and blend some more. You can mix a little bit of Noir and Dystopian if you like to blend out the edges, but you just want to be careful how much black you're using because it can get out of control pretty quickly. So I'm going to turn you guys down a little bit, the brightness down, so you can really see the glitter. It is so pretty. I need to get more of these shadows. They have a bunch of different shades, so I need to try some more of them. So I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna finish this eye, and then when we come back, I'll do my base and then finish up the lower lash line. Forgot to start my camera, but I'll explain to you again. I did my foundation off of camera. I haven't set anything yet, and now I'm doing concealer. I'm trying so hard to be a YouTuber, you guys, but I'm not used to it, okay? So now we're gonna go in with the same concealer. I'm using the Benefit Boi-ing concealer in the shade 4, and we're gonna clean up the line on the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take the Sigma cut crease brush, the E62, and I'm just going to make a perfect line. I bring it up kind of right at the corner of your eye and then towards the end of your brow. And then just blend that out with your little sponge or big sponge, whichever sponge you use. Now that we have the lines on our eyes finished, I'm going to set my face. I've been using the Jaclyn Hill Mood Light setting powder. So I'm just going to set my foundation with that, and then my under eyes I'll set with a different powder. You can see how this gives your face such a pretty dewy sheen. Little Nora talking out there. But it's not glittery or shimmery, it just makes your face look dewy and hydrated. And I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer from Benefit to bronze my face up a little bit. For blush, I'm going to use the Morphe Pop of Fuchsia Blush Trio, and I'm going to use the shade right here, and it is the shade Edgy. Going to use my favorite blush brush in the entire world, the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH06. Next, we're gonna work on the lower lash line. I'm gonna again use that waterproof cream color from Anastasia. I'm gonna put that on my waterline. And then I'm going to take the really pointy pencil brush and the shade Noir from the Sultry palette. I'm just going to blend that out. And then I'm just going to go in with the shade Birch below that and blend out the harsh edges. I'm not going to use that dark dystopian shade on my lower lash line. Alright, so we're smoked out on the bottom. I'm gonna go off camera, put on some lashes, and then we'll come back and do lips and highlighter and wrap up this look. So I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on. These are my new favorite lashes, but I can't tell you what they are. They're from Lash Kitty, and they have a collection coming out on the 3rd, so these are part of that collection. My previous favorite lash was New Love from Lash Kitty, which I literally think I said in my last video. And then I tried these yesterday, and I was like, sorry, New Love. I have New Love, and it's this mystery lash from Lash Kitty. So you can use a code KATEMUA to get 20% off at Lash Kitty. And like I said, this collection is launching on the 3rd. And once that launches, I can tell you finally what these lashes are. So I love them, and the lashes just complete this look. But next we need to do highlighter and lipstick. So I'm going to use both Jaclyn Hill palettes. I have the Flare palette and the Flash palette. But when I have a tan, I really like this color right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Glow Up. And right now I have a fake tan on, so I'm going to use that on my face. So pretty. Her highlighters are very unique. They give almost like a wet appearance on your skin. I don't know what it is, but they're not chunky in any way. They don't show texture. I don't know what she did, but they're so good. I'll put a little bit on the tip of my nose to make it look small, I guess. I don't know, but I like doing it. I like doing a lot of it. I liked using a warmer tone highlight on this just to kind of, I don't know, I guess warm it up a little bit, but the gold kind of looks cool standing out against the cool tone of the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to use my little mini fan brush from Sigma. I'm just going to highlight my brow bone here. I feel like this brings back a little bit of the warmth and the eyeshadow color too. All right, so last and most certainly least favorite part of my makeup routine is my lips. I absolutely suck at doing my lipstick. So I'm gonna line it with the Kat Von D Lolita lip liner. Line my lips. If I had a dime for every time I got my lips even, I'd have no dimes. Okay, that wasn't the worst I've ever done, but I still hate it. Then I'm going to use the Morphe Virgin Liquid Lipstick. I really like this combination actually. And then I'm going to use the, once this dries down, I'm going to use the Anastasia lip gloss in Venus. I'm just using that in the center too, not all over. Okay guys, this is the look. This is one of my favorite looks I've probably ever done. I usually don't do neutrals, but I wouldn't call this a neutral look because it's pretty intense, pretty smoky. But I love it so much. I love the glitter. I need to get more of these Marc Jacobs sequins eyeshadows because they are absolutely beautiful. And yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you in my next video. I don't like the that I said. Let's try that again. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you in my next video.